Good morning, everybody. I hope everyone's having a great day. So, I kind of answered my own question on the homeschooling thing, how they offer remote learning for grades 1 through 8 now, but don't offer it for high school. So, a lot of you know that, at least my followers know that I suffered from domestic violence from my ex. He hit my child in the butt so hard in 2017, 2016 that I was trying to save money to leave with an extra bank account. And my mom is the one that gave me the advice to do so. And then from there, he found out and then tried to basically flip all the situations on me and had doctors and psychiatrists telling me to stay with him even though he was doing this stuff. And all along, I've been fighting on my own for myself and my children and our freedom. And the most recent thing that happened, which led to our homeschooling, was that you all know as well that we were harassed by neighbors for like 5 years while we were trying to get free from my ex and his abuse and him trying to flip things on me and turn it around on me. And so we were exhausted, me and my children, and I was completely exhausted. And I said to people, I'm like, I'm exhausted. I don't know how, and my kids were going through depression from it, from what the neighbors were doing. They were suffering. And instead of looking at the situation and the bullying that was going on and the fact that some of the people in the school know each other since high school and can gang up on a person, they blamed me. And I even brought in a box of Christmas decorations and gave one to each teacher at Christmas. And we just, all around, I was trying to teach my kids to be true, decent, kind human beings. And our attendance wasn't the greatest. We got sick a lot and from all the stress, and we got sick and exhausted, mentally exhausted from the harassment of neighbors, that our attendance wasn't that great. So eventually the school kept harassing me about attendance. Nobody gave us a break from abuse and what we were going through and the harassment. And because they couldn't call facts on attendance, they attacked my mental health, which is what my ex did, to try and gain custody, to cover up his abuse on us, which really hurt me because of that they used his antics and his harassment, because he harassed me with them on my mental health for 6 years. So the case opened and it was closed, and it's been open and closed every time that someone's tried to open a case on me. And the facts told me that it was the school that called on me. They were open and honest. And I called the school, and the school couldn't even admit to me that they did it. They lied. And I said, well, I know you did it because they told me. And they just wouldn't really talk to me. My doctor recommended that that homeschooling was probably the best route for us, given everything we were going through after abuse. And given the fact that they were dishonest, I don't know how I'm supposed to trust them with homeschooling and schooling my children when they can't even be honest or take accountability. So I don't know. I think I answered my own question. I'm just going to keep homeschooling my kids myself. We're doing well. They're learning more than what they said they were learning at school. And it's just left me in a position where, after abuse and domestic violence, I feel like I can't trust anyone. And there should be more services for victims of domestic violence than for the there should be services for them, but there should be also something done about harassment. And basically, it's just all being enabled. And these are adults doing it and teaching their kids to do it. So it's just going to continue. The cycle is going to continue if they keep allowing it and nothing gets done about it. I've made police reports, but they excuse it. Like, my neighbor stole my phone package, even though it had my name and my address on it. She signed for it. And the cop, he dealt with it and got me my package back, but he's like, he just believed her, and she said that, well, the right thing to do would be to take it back to the post office and send it back. And he got her to bring it back to me that night at midnight, but the right thing to do would have been not to sign for it. And she said, well, I was waiting for a package too, but I didn't see any other package delivered there. I can't say for sure, but they haven't been nice people. They've sworn at us. My kids are scared to go outside because they are belligerent out there. And it's just been ridiculous. And my kids are witnesses to this, but nobody asked to talk to them. And the last time a fax worker talked to them, she tried to tell my daughter that she did not see my ex abuse me and her brothers, and that it was all in her head. And that caused a lot of mental health issues for my daughter. So, like, the amount of stuff we have been through from people trying to protect my narcissistic ex, because there's a scar above my son's left or right ear, if I shave his head, from him throwing him into a toy box and skinning his head and making it bleed, which I told the police about that. And he also smacked my son while I was there, but in a different room, in the face, and made his face hit a wrought iron chair. Now, I didn't have my kids at that time. He did. So I couldn't do much about it because Fax was already after me for mental health because of my narcissistic ex. So we couldn't say anything. We had to keep it secret. And because I didn't want to lose my children. And I knew I was okay. I knew I'm a good, safe person. And he just kept this fight dragging out for so long. It was a terrible situation. And the fact that the schools weren't there to provide any wiggle room for, like, hey, I know you've been through a lot. Let's work with you. Let's give you extra papers for days you're at home. They wouldn't, because I asked. I said, do you have any work? And they're like, that wouldn't be fair to the other kids. So they wouldn't give me extra work for my kids to work on their absent days. Anyways, peace, love, and happiness. Kindness and compassion goes a long way. Fight for what's right. Don't help people that are abusive. Peace, love, and happiness.